Kanu. Oh, it's brilliant by Kanu. Can he get the shot in? Of course he can. Needed the fingertips of Kylie. So difficult to prevent little shimmies like this. Tyler was left on his backside. Good save, Kylie. Good turn by Kanu. And through to Vieira! Oh! It had to be him, didn't it? They thought he might not even be here on Monday night. He takes off his shirt this time in celebration. But what an 8 days for Patrick Vieira. He finished like Kanu. It's in towards Lisby. It's Hunt! Arsenal fell asleep and Andy Hunt has made them pay. Kishishev's ball in. Adams was struggling. Just the touch from Lisby. Cool finish from Hunt. Lisby. Keown coming across, committing himself and not getting too much of the ball. Robinson. Oh, Arsenal marking's awful. It's 2-1. It's Andy Hunt again. Vieira looks in disbelief, as well he might. Charlton are ahead at a ground that they haven't won at since the 50s. Is Adams. Bit of space for Thierry Henry! Within seconds of the restart, the Frenchman shows the watching Sylvain Wiltord what he's got to emulate here at Highbury. Lisby. Two white shirts heading into the centre, and one of them is Graham Stewart! 3 goals for any team at Highbury is a rarity, and Charlton are ahead. Half an hour for Arsenal to turn this game around once more. Kanu. Vieira's on the edge of the penalty area. Patrick Vieira! What a season he's having! Pulled into a really good position here, but even so, it was a fine finish. Kanu. Thierry Henry racing into the centre. Thierry Henry! What a show the French players have put on this afternoon for their new record signing, Sylvain Wiltord, up in the stands. A second goal for Thierry Henry. And once more, Arsenal are ahead. Silvinho. It's opened up for the Brazilian. Chance for 5. That's sealed a remarkable comeback by Arsenal. And it's sealed a remarkable week for Arsenal. Only his second goal in Arsenal colours.
Rodney Marsh promised to go bald if Bradford stayed in the Premiership. As they say in show business, hair today, gone tomorrow. But Bradford suffered a setback after 7 minutes when Andy O'Brien collided with Adi Akinbaye. Concern from the Foxes' new signing, and a big blow to the Bantams with O'Brien stretchered off. Leicester had picked up a point against Aston Villa and a 1-0 win at West Ham in midweek with a goal from Darren Eadie. This was a new routine off the training ground. But even Muzzy Issett's cunning wasn't enough to beat Matt Clark. Dan Petrescu's former club had been well beaten by Bradford, but the Bantams' 2-0 success over Chelsea wasn't about to be repeated. After David Weatherall was unlucky with the bounce in the first half, a clean strike from Dean Windass forced a fine save from Tim Flowers. In the end, a close shave for Rodney Marsh and for Bradford. Adi Akinbaye's header kept out by Clark, who's kept himself in trim and clearly in great condition. Bradford 0, Leicester 0.
You know that expression, a game of two halves? Well, it certainly applied to this match. Everton controlled the first 45 and built a 2-goal lead. The first was scored by Francis Jeffers, with some help from Thomas Gravison, Joe Max Moore, and the statuesque Derby defence. 2-0 arrived soon after. A well-measured pass from Stephen Hughes provided just the opportunity Gravison needed to net his first goal in English football. The Blues beat Charlton 3-0 in midweek, and a similar result looked likely, but Derby were a different proposition after the break. Rams boss Jim Smith brought on Stephen Schnorr and Dean Sturridge for the second half, and the two of them combined to bring their side back into the game. A nasty-looking injury to Richard Gough led to a reshuffle for Everton and the introduction of Paul Gascoigne, who might have appreciated a pass from Stephen Hughes. Derby equalised when Branko Strupar drove in a free kick after 68 minutes. So a point for Walter and a point for Jim. Let's hope the Smiths aren't too miserable now.
You can't help feeling a week ago it would have been at least a yellow card. Well, it took the Hertfordshire official all of 65 seconds to give his first foul. Though, to be fair, he did wait 49 minutes before booking anyone. Sunderland's Darren Holloway earned that dubious distinction for tripping Fabian Vilnius. Yes, the man in black was determined to show that he couldn't understand what all the fuss was about when it comes to refereeing. Nothing too controversial this time, so full marks to him.
It is hard out there, and they make mistakes, but I'll tell you what, they don't make as many mistakes as players do.
As for the match itself, well, George Burley got pretty excited, but this was no classic. Ipswich captain Matt Holland almost put the home side in front with that header. Some thought he had. While at the other end, Kevin Phillips wasted Sunderland's best opening, and didn't he just know it? It was a frustrating afternoon too for David Johnson. A first half header just off target. Then a second half effort disallowed for offside. And if that wasn't bad enough for the Ipswich striker, in the final minute he struck the woodwork. Mind you, it didn't really matter, because 8 minutes into the second half, teenage defender Titus Bramble picked the ball up in his own half, combined with Marcus Stewart, kept on running and produced a finish worthy of any centre-forward. 3 games, 3 goals for Ipswich, and all of them scored by defenders. Now, Bramble has a horse named after him. It finished out of the money at Bath on Friday, but Titus Bramble, the footballer, looks a born winner.
Yeah, I mean, he's a fantastic prospect. Last year he suffered with a lot of injuries. This year he's had a very good pre-season. He's got himself in the side, and deservedly so. He's had an England under-21 call-up, and it's been a great week for him.
It's illogical. You go 16 months without an away victory, and then you win 2 in 4 days. I bet even Gordon Strachan can't explain it. His side, wearing dark blue for a change, were helped at Main Road by Richard Edghill's own goal. And Manchester City were unlucky not to equalise towards the end of the half from Steve Howie's firm header. Just before the break, Craig Bellamy added to his midweek penalty at Southampton with his first goal from open play since joining Coventry from Norwich. After the restart, home keeper Nicky Weaver saved with his legs from Bellamy to keep his side from going 3 down. But Manchester City boss Joe Royle knows that his team need to tighten up at the back. Well, for Gordon Strachan, not even a goal from Kevin Horlock, 14 minutes from the end, could mute his celebrations. Now, if they can just improve on the home form...
Took the ball in his stride. It was an excellent run. Their football at the moment is sensational. Well, it's so quick. Hard for Borough defenders to keep up with them, and Lee Bowyer positively forcing it past the Middlesbrough goalkeeper. Only 6 minutes gone. Decor claiming the goal. Oh, Schwarzer looks disgusted. He thought he had the shot covered. Decor won the ball, unmarked in midfield, and a fairly well-drilled shot. The record signings. First goal for his new club. Actually came off his teammate, but Decor undoubtedly is claiming it. Well, Decor's claiming it, but Alan Smith is saying it's his goal. Everything he touches at the moment beats a goalkeeper. They puffed and they puffed and they finally mown the door down. Well, it took a deflection. Dyer. Well played. And by Barton. Now Solano. Hughes offers himself and the flag stays down. And this is a great chance for Newcastle's Gary Speed. A chance. He's taken with aplomb. It was a wonderful ball by Aaron Hughes. And Speed had run from deep. Studding. Just goal side of Campbell, and then flick the ball over the on-rushing Neil Sullivan. Leonardson, unorthodox from Everson and unsuccessful. Rebroff will pick it up, and now Darren Anderton with another chance to cause problems with some decent delivery. And it's very deep and did cause problems. Spurs so unlucky. Anderton seeing his effort come back off the woodwork, and there was no white shirt there to tap it into the empty net. And that's a terrible mistake, and it gives Newcastle a chance for a second with Shearer. Campbell there to protect his goal with his goalkeeper well out of things. Given decided that he had to take some responsibility. Help back in towards Ferdinand, and again Given can't get there as effectively as he might. Cleared off the line brilliantly, not once but twice. Shearer. Campbell with a poor clearance now. Solano threads it forward for Kieran Dyer. Well played by him. Solano, Shearer at the back post. It doesn't get there because Cordoni is there to score the second. Dyer, seeing that Cordoni was offside, had to hold the ball up. Solano played it in, and as Sullivan made the initial interception, Cordoni was there to pounce.